Hello, welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling and stationaries. I want to start this video by thanking everyone for watching this YouTube channel. This week is actually my 6-month anniversary or half a year anniversary, and I am so grateful that I've been purely enjoying this sharing process. There are some ups and downs in terms of my planner situation, planner chaos, planner adventure. But yes, I am so blessed to have so many people watching my videos, and I genuinely enjoy doing this. And yeah, so many more videos that I want to share. So yes, this is my 6-month anniversary. Yay! And for this specific moment, I want to speak about my planner piece. Yes, planner piece. So when I started this YouTube channel, I was in the midst of chaos on finding planner piece. Well, planner piece was far from where I was at that time, 6 months ago. And I shared in the very first video, but I used Hobonichi Mega for 6 years. And then the 6th year, I kind of changed what I want to do in Mega, and that collapsed the whole situation. So for like a whole 1 year, I was hunting for what works for me. And yeah, I think toward the end of August, I started thinking about, oh, I think I found my piece. But I didn't want to say it like immediately because, you know, things can change. But now that we are in mid-September, which means I've been in the piece for more than a month and a half, I think I am ready to declare my planner piece, at least for planner piece 2024. Yes, after 6 months of chatting about my planners and journal and notebooks every week, I am very surprised I have never missed a week so far. So yeah, I think even that process really helped me to digest my feeling, explore what's in my mind, and even just verbally articulating them really made me realize what I really want and need. So yes, today I am here to declare my 6-month anniversary and also my planner piece. So one of the biggest thing that I realized during this experimentation is that there are 3 types of planner, journaling, notebook activity that are happening in my brain. I think depending on how your brain works, this category might be different, but after all this trials and error, I noticed there are 3 sections in my brain. One is planner, which is this one. Planner is where I do my monthly calendar, weekly planning, and then daily to-do list and all the things. So this is, I often talk about it, but this is for the future. So not like what's really happening right now or how I felt or that kind of emotion, or those things are not the planning. Planning is purely what kind of appointment I have, what kind of things that I want to do this week, or those kind of future planning goes into my planner. So for example, my Filofax it's been nicely chunking up, and I'm really happy to be back in Filofax starting August. And if you followed me along, there were a little bit of a chaos in which weekly inserts to use, but now I feel I'm a bit of a peaceful situation, luckily. And yes, talking about the planner, if I look at all of this, more than half is used for my monthly, weekly, and dailies. And this is like really for planning purpose. And yes, because of the nature of ring binder, I can also mix a little bit of like habit tracker, which is tracking the results. So that doesn't correspond in my brain as a planner because that's the result. So that's more of like documenting my life. And there's also a bit of notes for my content log. For example, this is my YouTube log. So this is also, if I am content planning, it goes into the planner. but this is more of like logging which weeks I have already created the videos and that. So this is like a result of what the activities that I'm doing. So this is actually like a life log site, which we'll talk about it a bit later. But yes, I digress. Basically, this planning section is most important to be functioning in this adulting life. Like juggling my work, job, parenting, and all the other responsibilities are happening in here. And this is called planning in my brain. So that's like realizing I have different section that I want to capture was a very big thing. And one of the reasons I struggled a bit with, for example, this ring planner in the midway through is that I started doing my daily pages, which is like my most important things. But when I started it, I was using it for my planning, which is the to-do list and appointments that happens in the day. But then I used to do a bit of journaling with the extra space at the bottom. And originally I thought it's a good idea because I'm definitely doing the to-do list every day. And using up the remaining space was just satisfying to use up the whole page. And then also, I'm doing this top part anyway. So then like using that latter half as a journaling kept the habit of daily reflection going. But somehow I noticed there's a fine but mighty line in between planning and journaling inside my brain. Somehow it was not resonating in a good sense, and also how I want to keep the feelings and thoughts and notes for the future. On the other hand, I don't really need my to-do list to be kept for future as an archive. So that's why I decided to take everything that's journaling aspects out of my planner. So my planner stays planning, like pure planning. So by the end of the year, I am thinking of just getting rid of the paper, starting the year fresh. So this is the planner section. And then I also have two more other things that are happening in my brain. One is life logging, and the other is basically journaling, I would say. And life logging is something that I consider very important for me. This is just to capture my mundane or even boring, nothing special days onto the paper. I think this is my way of romanticizing it. So I have done a deep dive of my Hobonichi in the other videos. I'm not going to go into so much details, but I'm enjoying my Hobonichi as my daily log. So I'm just jotting down all the things that happens throughout the day. Nothing so fancy, nothing so deep, but what we ate in the morning, what kind of people I met, did I enjoy it? And I'm just trying to like write them as simple as possible, just one line for one topic, one line for one topic, one line for one topic. This way it can like fit certain items, which is I think great. I don't know how many hours I'm waking up, but if I can capture one things every hour, I think that's an easy, nice way of capturing my life. Yeah, and this has been great. And come to think of it, I don't know why I am doing this life log in this rapid, this like Blitz, kind of getting the idea from Blitz Journal, but this is called rapid log in Blitz Journal world. Just jotting down all the thoughts that comes into your daily life. But I feel like this is kind of logging my life, all those small boring things or some ephemera from the days. And I think I like it. To be honest, I don't think I would like go back and read so often, but having a space where I capture everything, this is like a kind of camera roll in your phone, like you can go back and see them whenever you want. This is my written version, so this has all the ups and downs and basic information and the challenge I had, and yeah, I think this is my way of life. And this was originally happening a little bit like this was happening in my Hobonichi Mega days. And then now I am on to this 1 page a day, and I think I really want to continue doing it in this format because it's just simple and easy and doable for me. And yeah, I feel like something just, I don't know, maybe this is just trying to keep, not like really to keep the memory, but just keeping some, I don't know, like notes that I've lived this day. Yeah, so I really like it, and I feel like having some space that tells me that I was doing a life on that day is very nice. So I really want this same notebook, same style to kind of fill up my shelf. I kind of always imagine this like imaginary bookshelf by the time I become a old lady grandma situation, that I would have a nice wooden shelf filled with all the notebooks and journals, and then this like dated planner, Hobonichi this is, to be like stuck for, I don't know, 20-30 years. I thought that would be like a beautiful situation to look forward to. So yeah, this is, I call it life logging, like putting the life to day-to-day life on the booklet, and I quite like it. So moving to my third section is the journaling. Journaling has been a good chunk of my notebook time. I would like usage of my notebook time, and I've been experimenting it. So there was time I was doing it in planner, which kind of failed, and then this life log is something logging for very simple, so I can't go deep with it because that would take up the whole space. So I do need some extra other space where I can write about whatever I want, whenever I want, how much I want. And I really feel at peace doing it in my traveler's notebook. Something about this atmosphere, I think traveler's notebook is perfect for capturing all the reflections and ranting, all the things. And as of now, I am using this notebook, Kakurie, this beautiful black and gold notebook. I have done a specific video on this few weeks back, and I was surprised there were so many people tuning into the video, and I got so excited that there are still some more Japanese beautiful stationery which are not so popular outside Japan. So I thought, if I explore a bit more and share it here, I thought that would be a nice way as a Japanese stationery lover. Anyway, so I am using this notebook at the moment, and this is just, I have no expectation on when I need to write or how many pages I need to write, or I don't even write every day. Some days only half a page, some days like a very lengthy, especially when I was like really thinking about my 2025 lineup. That was a lot of like repeating the same thing. Should I get this? Should I do that? So yeah, lots of just miscellaneous. To be honest, I don't think I would go back and read them either, because this is just too much of writing. Sometimes I feel like I'm writing because I want to write, not really to reflect. Sometimes I just try to calm myself down, and just getting the pen to the paper is my way of stress relieving. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying this notebook that has just, there's no limit of pages, and also I think it's a nice combination. So this one has a date, this one doesn't. So this one will be used for a whole year. This one, there's no deadline or anything. So if I finish in 2 months, that's also okay. If I use it for a year and a half, that's also okay. So yeah, having a different start, this one starts from January, this one starts from whenever the previous notebook finished. I think that's a beautiful refresh in my lineup. So yeah, journaling is very important section where I can just get everything out. So now I am really supported by this 3 chunks: planner, life log, and journaling. And this is my planner piece. Just to add a few things onto this, so this is like my piece, but there are a few more notebooks that I'm enjoying as an active notebook, so I want to share as my last piece. So inside my traveler's notebook, Kyoto edition, I keep my, oh, where did it go? Oh, here. I keep my journaling book, and I also keep my commonplace book. So commonplace book, this I have shared in other videos, but this journaling plus commonplace has been a very nice combo of my thoughts and a bit of, I would say, like a study research project for me of just not just, you know, randomly scrolling articles online, but I really want to get some ideas and thoughts into my notebooks. So yeah, this combo has been nice. So this is like, I touch them almost every day. And then there's also another traveler's notebook. This is like 10-year-old. I found it in my old drawer situation, but now this is back in place. This one, to be honest, I don't touch them every day. Maybe like a once a month situation, but I think that's also a nice differentiation. So this is my book log. It's a bit similar to commonplace book, but commonplace book came recently, and this book log has something I've been doing since, I don't know, like 2010 or something. So yeah, this is something very long. Every time I finish a book, so as I am reading a book, I always have a sticky note with me, and then I just tag whatever that feels nice to capture later. And then by the time I finish reading, I would go through all the tabs. Normally, like within one book, I might have 5 to 10 tabs, and then I just copy paste writing them here. And what I notice is I can normally put like 7 items also. So if I have more than 7, depending on the spacing, I kind of have to prioritize which goes in here, which doesn't go in. Some books isn't so interesting, so it can be very short, but idea is I really want to remember something, and also not just read and then forget about it 3 days later. I want to somehow, you know, learn something out of it and then keep it forever. Well, to be honest, I don't really go back to read, which I want to put it in like a nice routine, but yeah, it's a nice way to capture what I'm reading. The second book I have is this beautiful Kyoto book that came with the cover. This one I am using it for my reflection. I have shared in the other video. I don't think I have, I have a simple, the one that I haven't filled in. This is my monthly reflection page. I normally do this 2-page like midway through into the month, and then I reflect on what I did last month. Rather than waiting for like year-end reflection timing to come, I want to capture those small wins that happened on the previous month. So this is what I'm doing. And I quite like it now that we are in September. The pages are nicely filled up. And with my calculation, I can use this notebook for 2 years. So, and I think I still have extra pages. So I want to use it for 2 years. And I want to see how my life slowly changes or evolves after. Yeah. So what I wanted to share here is that why my Filofax is being a planner and my Hobonichi is being my daily logging system. These two traveler's notebook is a kind of like supplemental notebooks that captures my life. So main is the journaling books that I do here, but then there's other monthly reflection and other logging things that are happening here. And what I really like about Traveler's Notebook is each insert is quite tiny, so I can like separate them depending on the categories, and doing 2 notebooks each sounds like a very nice combination. So after 6 months of talking about planner, thinking about planner, abandoning everything for a wall calendar, all the situation, finding these 3 categories that are happening in my brain has really helped me to really find the system that works for me. And also this allowed me to use the notebook in a way that I really enjoy. So I hope this video was a nice way of sharing how my brain works. And also, if you are in this planner chaos, if you are, maybe categorizing what you want to do, what you need to capture, and then like delegating one task to different notebooks might help, because that's what happened to my life. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and once again, thank you so much for your big support on my YouTube channel. To be very honest, as a Japanese lady, non-English speaker, to start a YouTube channel in English was a bit of a scary experience for me. But yeah, so far I'm loving it so much, and there's so much more things that I want to share and explore. So yeah, let's see for how it goes for the next 6 months. Thank you very much, and see you soon.